I remember being a child in a church in rural Arkansas where my grandparents are from. And I think I was about 4 or 5, and I heard a group of women sing. And I had chills all down my spine. You don't even know where you are in a way. It's like all of my life I've been chasing that feeling. Carrie Mae Weems is a genius. We met in New York in the early 1980s, and I followed her work as a photographer. Very quickly, she was known as one of the greatest at that point in the 20th century. And that has gone on into the 21st century. We did a work together called the Jefferson Suites, which was about DNA, way ahead of its time. And that was an incredible experience for me. And then she started talking about grace notes. She felt highly compelled to deal with issues of race relations in this country at this point in time because of Ferguson and so many other events that occurred in the country. So I had to write an arrangement of Amazing Grace for string orchestra, and it was really powerful. I had to think about the moment historically when I was doing Amazing Grace, which meant that I had to do something very different. We were impacted by the tragedy also that occurred at Emmanuel AME Church, where Dylan Roof chose to take, I believe, 9 lives. And the pain of that, if you can't breathe free in a church, what's going on? Or a temple, or a mosque, it's heartbreaking. And so I was so proud of President Obama by his statement in Emmanuel AME, and when he got close to the end, he was moved to start singing Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace.
And that, it's hard to put into words.
Amazing Grace.
It was like the absolute right piece at the absolute right time for the absolutely best reasons.
Amazing Grace.
It was something to bring the whole nation together. It was also not only that he sang that piece, but it was the way that he sang it, the way that he phrased it. And then I had to realize the role I had to play within the context of grace notes. What's going to serve Carrie the best? So the first chorus, it has all these melismas and things that we sing in the African American church, and President Obama used things similar to that. Then you get to the second chorus. One note is held, then the second note of the melody is held, and then the third note of the melody is held. And the melody also becomes the harmony. So it's like these different strains that are stretched out, and you feel like you don't know where you are. Maybe I finally got to it in this arrangement.